So you've done it. You've just bought your first home in Bangalore. What a moment. But along with that pure excitement, there's probably this other feeling creeping in. A little bit of sheer panic, right? Today we're going to talk about that. We're going to look at how you turn that empty space from a source of stress into your actual dream home.
Right? You've got the keys in your hand, all the paperwork is finally signed, and the excitement is it's off the charts. But then you open that door, you walk into this big, empty space, and it hits you. Where do I even start? It's such a mix of feelings, and trust me, feeling totally overwhelmed is 100% normal.
So you're just standing there, staring at this blank canvas. And yeah, it's full of potential, for sure, but it's also full of questions, isn't it? Like, what's my style? Do I even have one? Or what's a realistic budget for all this? And probably the biggest question of all, who can I trust to actually help me bring all of this to life? It's a lot to think about.
So what you really need is a guide, a partner in this. That's why, for this explainer, we're going to look at a Bangalore-based company called Flexispace Interiors. We're using them as a case study to see how a business can tackle this exact problem and hopefully take all that hassle out of the equation for you.
Okay, let's talk about one of the biggest hurdles right up front, the budget. It's always a big one. It looks like Flexispace tackles this head-on with something they call a tiered product series. Basically, the idea is to give you different starting points depending on what you're actually looking to spend. This table here kind of breaks it all down. They've basically created 3 clear paths for you to choose from. You've got Modular, which is for anyone who's, really budget conscious. Then there's Aqua for that mid-range, modern vibe. And finally, Cinzel for when you want to go all out with a high-end luxury finish. It's all about simplifying your choices right from the get-go. All right, let's zoom in on that first one, Modular. This is their entry-level option. The focus here is all about affordability and practicality. We're talking smart stuff like moisture-resistant materials and a really clean, elegant matte finish. It's positioned as that perfect, functional, yet stylish foundation for your very first home.
Now, if we move up a level to their Aqua series, you can see the whole aesthetic kind of shifts. This is where they start bringing in materials like high-gloss laminates and acrylics. The goal here is pretty clear. It's to get that super sleek, contemporary look that you see in all the cool modern apartments, but keep it within a reasonable mid-range budget.
And then, at the top of the line, you have the Cinzel series. This is where things get really luxurious. We're talking premium materials like waterproof plywood with special PU coatings and a much wider selection of accessories and details. The entire focus here is on creating a truly lavish, high-end, elegant finish.
Okay, so let's say you've picked a style you absolutely love. Great, but what about the actual process? Just the thought of managing all the measurements, the designs, the installation, it can be seriously stressful. And this is exactly where having a structured end-to-end service can make all the difference in the world.
So their process is broken down into these 4 really clear steps. First, they come and do all the precise measurements. Then you get to collaborate with them on a mood board to nail down your personal style. After that, they create a 3D model so you can literally see your dream space before a single thing is built. And finally, they handle the complete installation. The big idea here is that it's one single managed process. No surprises, no stress. At least that's the goal.
All right, let's switch gears and talk about something that's, incredibly important, quality. I mean, it's great to have a beautiful design, but you also need to know that it's actually built to last, right? And for a company like Flexispace, that quality promise apparently starts right there, in Bengaluru.
Okay, so this next slide just hits us with a big number, 60,000 plus. By itself, that number doesn't really mean anything. It's just a number. So let's figure out what it's actually all about. And there it is. That 60,000 is the square footage of their own manufacturing facility, right in Bengaluru. Now, this is a really big deal. It means they control the entire production line themselves, from the raw materials all the way to the finished product. They're not just outsourcing it to someone else.
So you might be asking, why should I care about that? What's the real benefit for you, the homeowner? Well, according to them, it means better precision because they're using advanced machinery. It means flawless finishes from things like robotic applications, and ultimately, it means more durability. The main point is that having direct oversight allows for way more rigorous quality control from start to finish.
Okay, so let's do a quick recap. We've seen how a company can tackle the first-time homeowner's dilemma with tiered choices for budget, a simple end-to-end process, and in-house manufacturing for quality. So what's the very first step they suggest you take?
It all comes down to this simple question, but it's really the most important one. Are you ready to transform that new house into your dream home? Are you ready to move past that feeling of being overwhelmed and get back to the pure excitement of creating a space that is 100% yours?
And here's how they suggest you start, with a completely no-risk consultation. The offer is simple. You book a personalized session with one of their expert designers. It's totally free, there are absolutely no obligations, and you walk away with professional advice. It's a really smart way to make it easy for people to just get started.
So we'll end on this question right here. What does your perfect first home look like? Take a second and really think about it. Because as we've seen today, having that vision in your head, that's the crucial first step. The next step is just finding a clear, manageable way to make it real.